While building my son's crib, I overheard my wife tell her mother I'm just a paycheck with hands, so I secretly planned my escape and took custody of our baby. I was in the garage putting together the crib for my newborn son when I heard my wife say to her parents, I don't love him, I never did. He's a paycheck with hands. Her mother nodded. We'll get custody when he breaks. My teen stepdaughter whispered, can I spit in his food? I kept drilling, never looked up. This morning she and her mother showed up crying at my door, begging me to talk. This has been the absolute worst week of my life. I'm 38, married to Megan for 10 years. She has a daughter Skylar from a previous relationship who I've raised since she was 5. We're expecting our first kid together in about 3 weeks. Last Saturday, I was assembling one of those build-it-yourself cribs with like 500 parts and directions that make zero sense. The garage door was slightly open for air circulation. Our kitchen window is right above it, and I could hear Megan, her mom Bernice, and Skylar talking inside. Then I heard my name. What I heard next literally made my hands freeze mid-drill. Megan was complaining about me getting on her nerves, being too clingy. Then she dropped the bomb that's been echoing in my head all week. She doesn't love me, never did, and I'm just a paycheck with hands. Her mom didn't seem shocked, just agreed and said they'd get custody when I eventually broke down. Then Skylar, the kid I've raised like my own for 10 years, asked if she could spit in my food. I kept drilling, never looked up, just sat there feeling like someone had ripped my heart out. When I came inside, they were all smiles. Megan asked if I wanted lunch. I kept thinking about what Skylar said about spitting in my food. Almost threw up right there. For the past 6 days, I've been pretending everything is normal while planning my exit. The signs were everywhere when I look back. All those times Megan insisted we keep separate accounts for independence. Yesterday I checked our joint account and saw she's been moving money for months. Small transfers I wouldn't notice. Found she's been ordering baby stuff to be sent to her mom's house. Stuff I didn't even know about. I've been secretly recording conversations using my smartwatch. Got an appointment with a lawyer. Started documenting everything. Downloading financial records. Taking screenshots. Every time Skylar asks me for money or help, I fight not to ask if she's planning to spit in my food later. This kid I taught to ride a bike, took to her first day of middle school, stayed up with all night when she had strep throat. Now I know it was all fake, just playing nice with the walking wallet. This morning Megan asked me to paint the nursery this weekend. Said the doctor told her to take it easy. I smiled and said sure, no problem. Inside, I was screaming. I know I need to confront them, but not until I have all my ducks in a row and can protect my son. 3 weeks later, Liam was born healthy. I've been living in a weird twilight zone for 2 months, pretending everything is normal while systematically dismantling our life together. The hospital experience was surreal, cutting the umbilical cord while knowing his mom sees me as an ATM with legs. I started what I call Operation Ghost Protocol. Talked to a lawyer. Cost me $1,000 but worth every penny. Started redirecting portions of my paychecks to a new account. Bought a voice-activated recorder for the nursery. Rented a small apartment across town. Slowly moving essential stuff there. The most disturbing development, I caught Skylar actually spitting in my coffee on the security camera I installed. She looked right at the mug, spit in it, then stirred it with a smirk that made my blood run cold. Megan and Bernice have gotten worse since Liam arrived, excluding me from decisions about my son. Yesterday, Bernice suggested they take him for a weekend to give me a break. I smiled while mentally adding it to my evidence file. The most twisted part is Megan acting like the perfect wife in public, posting family pics and tagging me in sappy posts about what an amazing dad I am. Meanwhile, she texts her mom about how annoying I am for wanting to hold my own son too much. The plan came together when they went shopping for Skylar's birthday. I loaded up Liam's portable crib, baby supplies, and left. Sent Megan a screenshot of the security footage showing Skylar spitting in my coffee, then turned off my phone for 24 hours. When I switched it back on, I had 97 missed calls and 200 texts. Started with confusion, then anger, then panic, then bargaining, finally begging. Not one message asked about Liam at first. My lawyer contacted her with divorce papers the next morning, including custody arrangements and copies of all the recordings. Megan and Bernice showed up at my apartment that afternoon, crying and begging. I gave them 15 minutes. Megan swore she didn't mean what she said, that she was just stressed. I pulled out my phone and played back their own voices. The look on their faces was priceless. Court came fast. My lawyer crushed it with all the evidence. I got primary physical custody. Megan gets every other weekend. She had to move in with Bernice after selling the house. It's been 3 months now. Liam is 4 months old and babbling. The apartment isn't much, but it's mine. No one here calls me a paycheck with hands. Megan's changed, become more attentive during her limited time with Liam. Last week at drop-off, she asked if we could try again. Said she realized what she lost. I looked at her holding our son. Thought about how peaceful my apartment is now. How I don't wonder if someone's spitting in my food and said no. Her face when she realized I meant it was the moment I finally felt free.